Hello, I'm Refashionista Sheri, and did you know you can now join my channel and gain access to awesomely exclusive membership perks? Plus, best of all, it is only $1.99 Canadian. So that means if you are like in pretty much any other country, it's even cheaper because the Canadian dollar is terrible, always. Anyway. As I was cleaning out my linen closet, I found this very adorable crocheted or knit blanket. I'm not sure if it's knit or crochet. Look at it and let me know if this was knitted or crocheted. I have tried for years to learn how to knit things and crochet, and the furthest I've gotten is the very basic chain stitch in crocheting. And I mean, yeah, that's okay. Pardon the noise in the background, Mr. Jack is having a bone. Okay. Anyway, so today I thought this is so soft and light and airy. It might make quite an awesome summer top. So let's go see if I can make it. For this quick and easy project, all you need is your adorable crocheted quilt. Make sure this is big enough to wrap around your torso comfortably. Plus, you'll need a shirt that fits you loosely to use as a template, and of course, your sewing gear. Okay, so just to give a quick example of what I mean when I say it needs to be able to wrap around your body, here's my quilt. It is folded in half lengthwise, and you can see here I can definitely put a head hole in that, and it's going to comfortably have a front and a back. But I could also literally wrap it around my body if I wanted to, so there is plenty of space to make my top out of this quilt. So now I have to find the center area to put my head hole into this hopefully soon to be top. So I have folded it in half lengthwise. Now I'm going to fold it in half widthwise. And you see this folded corner here? This should be exactly the center. So I'm just going to put a pin in it to mark there. Okay, now it's time to start creating my head hole collar. So I have my shirt, and if you want to make one of these for yourself, I made this years ago out of, I can't even remember if it was a tablecloth or a bistro curtain, but I do know the tutorial is in my Upcycle Textiles ebook, so I'll link that down below for you. But let's get making this shirt. Okay, so we're going to fold our template shirt in half evenly, and then we're going to lay that with the fold in the collar lined up with our pin, and then all I got to do is open that up, and it should be nicely centered. Now we're going to grab 2 more pins and mark the sides of the collar here. There we go. And we should now have a perfectly centered collar area. So because this is so super stretchy, I'm not going to chop out a whole lot for the collar area because I don't want it to get, super stretched out looking. And I think I might be able to use a similar technique to what I used for my granny square quilt top, and I'll link that tutorial down below for you. This is going to be a little bit more difficult though, because it's not like nice squares I can cut out. It's all these little pieces here. So I think I'm going to start here and let's just chop and see what happens. So hopefully now, let's see, is that going to be sealed there? Maybe. And then I'm not going to have to stitch that. I don't know. We'll see when I chop out some more. So you can see here, I'm just kind of cutting out. Oh, there. See? Oh, it worked. That one worked. Yay. So I just chopped out that little piece of yarn that was holding that together. And look, that's a nice finished edge now, hopefully. Hopefully, we'll see. So I'm just gonna keep going along here and chopping out pretty much this top line of the crochet, and then we'll see what it looks like when it's all chopped out. Hopefully, like I keep saying, hopefully this is going to work. So this is all that I chopped out from the neckline here, and I think that is more than enough because, like I said, it is super duper stretchy. Okay, so you know what? If you just want to do a poncho, you could be totally done right now, and it's a no-sew poncho, so yay. I still am not sure if I want to have this with like longer sleeves like that, or if I want to do more of like a tank top situation, or do I want to have like kind of butterfly type of sleeves? I truly don't know. But you know what? We got to figure it out because it's time for the next step. Okay, so I think with this type of, it's not really fabric, crocheted blanket, because it is lightweight and super stretchy, I am going to try to see if I can do kind of fluttery sleeves. Yeah, so I have this laid flat. Here's the collar area, as you can see, and it is with the right sides folded facing together. Okay, so grab my template shirt again, and I'm going to line up the collar area like so. All right, now clearly there's no shoulder seams on the blanket for me to line up, but I'm going to use the underarm seam here as the area to chop out to create my sleeves. So I think I'm not going to pin it or anything. I'm just gonna chop it. And as I'm chopping, I think I might maybe do a kind of curve down here, and that might make it a little bit like a fluttery bell. We'll see. Let's give it a try. Okay, so because I did just chop through here with a total disregard to to the crochet, it is going to start coming apart. So the very first thing I'm going to do now is go and stitch a straight stitch just down to seal up these edges here, and then I'm going to go back later and do it properly. But just for now, I don't want it to be coming apart as I'm doing the other side. Okay, so I have just popped it on here to see what it looks like, and that looks pretty cool. That looks like a trumpet sleeve a little bit. I mean, I do absolutely have to fix this and restitch it, but for just a quick stitch here to see what it looks like and to hold it together, I think that looks pretty cool. Okay, let's go do the other side now. Okay, so I have it now laid flat again. It is inside out, and I'm just going to fold it in half as evenly as I possibly can and use the previously chopped and stitched side as a template to cut out the other side. Okay, now I'm going to go stitch this side up, and then I'm going to trim off all the excess and then do a tight wide zigzag over the two interior seams just to seal everything up properly. So these sides are done, the sleeves are done. Now I could leave the neckline as is, but I just think it looks kind of choppy. I mean, it's not going to fray because of how I cut it out, but I think it would look super cute if I bind it with this lace maybe, or perhaps this one. I don't know. I'm not sure. So I shall do a poll, and we'll see which one I'm going to use. And then I'm going to go and bind this up, and then we can try it on and style it up. Editing Sheri here. Pardon the awkward way that I'm going to be standing and moving around, but Mr. Jack decided that he needed to lay down right where I need to stand. Can you believe how totally adorable this came out? I mean, the sleeves, I don't know, what do you call these? Are they trumpet sleeves. It kind of looks like a flower to me, but I just can't put my little finger on it. So you let me know down below, what would you call this type of sleeves? And finishing off the neckline with that bit of lace, it's so perfect, and it kind of stands up by itself now, which is even better. But this is so adorable, and it looks great thrown over a totally plain dress as well. So lots of different styling options. Let me know down below if you're gonna make one of these. Be sure to check out my channel memberships. Click that little join button down below. All the info is there. And again, it's super duper cheap, and it's yet another way that you can help me behind the scenes and support my channel. If you don't want to spend any money, don't. Just like, comment, share, subscribe, all of these little things. Tell the algorithm, hey, this channel is important and should be pushed out to more people. So again, things that take you seconds to do really do help out my tiny little Refashionista channel. And yeah, what else, guys? What else? I don't think there's anything else. So you know what time it is. It is a troll time. And today's troll kind of has a problem with my skill level. So let's see what Citrus Meloni has to say about that.
Hi, it is me, Citrus Meloni, as Sheri said, and as you know, I am a Gen Z, and I'm like super cool, and I know everything, and so I do all of Sheri's social media, you know, all the stuff behind the scenes. So you know my outfit is like super cool, as always, but I got something totally vintage that is so cool. Look at this. Look at this. It is a candy swatch. It's not real candy. You like can't, you know, eat it or anything. But like it is based on the 1980s type of swatch that Sheri like so wanted when she was a kid, but she could never have. So you know what? Now she has it and she's letting me wear it. So that's really cool. Anyway, so today's troll time comes from Charlotte. And this is a good one, you guys. So Charlotte says, not to be mean, but your projects are too easy for everyone. Maybe try something harder to improve your skills, and you might make something that actually looks good. Wow, Charlotte. I guess I will preface my response by stating what you said in your comment. Not to be mean. What a dumb thing to ever say. If you are starting something by saying not to be mean, it means you're going to be super mean. Like, that's just how it is. And again, these are people who definitely are not children. They are 100% old enough to know better than to do this. Like, again, what is going on in your life that you feel the need to go and be a total to some stranger online who's just putting out positivity and fun? But you know what? Let's address the comment. Okay, so Sheri's skills have improved like a bunga billion, million, trillion % since she first started. Also, she's self-taught, and she started when she was like 38 years old, you know, when she inherited a machine, very old vintage sewing machine when she was living in Berlin, Germany, and taught herself to use it, and then just started, you know, teaching other people because she's a teacher. That's what she does. But, you know, so the fact that her very first blog post, like way back in like 2011, 2012, was actually showing how she made a pair of little trousers for her dog, Jack, who had just been snipped. And yeah, she made him these little trousers, like out of a pair of old baby pants or something, I think, so he wouldn't, you know, harm his stitches down there. And yeah, so that was like her very first post. So I would say her skills have improved greatly since making a pair of doggy bandage pants. Also, I think it was like 2013 or 2014 when she started her channel, and her very first post on her channel was simply showing how to make some cute little clothespin sweethearts. So yeah, I would say her skills have greatly improved, and she is always trying new things, teaching herself new things, learning new things, and then sharing that for free with anybody who wants to watch her videos or visit her blog or get her ebooks or her courses or anything like that. So I would say she's actually a pretty good example for what can be done when you put your mind to something and you have a passion for something and you really want to learn. You can do it yourself. You really, really can. She is the proof of that. And please, anybody watching, never let anybody start a sentence, not to be mean, but stop them right away and say, okay, what you're going to say is totally going to be mean. So we can just stop that right now and then just walk away. I mean, Sheri wishes she could walk away from these comments, but she can't. So instead, that's why we're all here, her staff, Frau Inge and Guy and me, Citrus, and who else was there? Oh, there's Candy. I don't think she's ever done one though. And Chantal is the newest one, right? Yeah, so Chantal too. We're all here to help her deal with these kind of comments. And I think that's a really nice little perk that we have for working with her. We get to help her out. And yeah, if you guys ever see a comment that maybe isn't so nice, why not respond to it? Don't let Sheri do all this on her own. You guys can help out too. And I guess that's about all I have to say is, you know what? Don't let people be mean to you. Don't let people put you down. And again, this Charlotte person clearly hasn't been following Sheri for very long because her skills are improving all the time. And even something as small as trying different fabrics, when you're making stuff, that's a new skill to learn because there is a massive difference between making something with cardboard or making something with a wool blanket. There is a massive difference, but whatever. I'm going on and on and on, and I have to go do some social media work. So until next time, stay safe, stay well, and we will catch you on the zigzag. Seriously, how cool is this watch? Did anybody else really, really want one of these in the 80s like Sheri did? Let her know. Let her know down below.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.